Hello all. We are going through the course Basic Electrical Engineering, which is offered in both Bikaner Technical University and Rajasthan Technical University for all the branches in first year. Here we are following unit number 1, which is DC circuits. We have already gone through voltage and current sources. In this lecture, we'll go through network and circuit. We are going to understand different um, elements or different circuit related names like what is node, what is branch, what is loop, what is mesh, uh, what is ground even, and so on. Okay, this will help us to understand all these circuit rules and analysis methods. So let's begin with network. So the network is a interconnection of two or more circuit elements. For example, resistor, capacitor, inductor, batteries in a very random manner. Whereas electric circuit is a network which is having at least one closed path. So this is very important. When it is network, it may or may not have a closed path, but in case of circuit, that network must have at least one closed path. It is very clear from this picture. Here we have three resistances connected in this manner. So it is forming a electric network. Okay, it is not forming a circuit. But here we have R1, R3, which is forming a closed path, and so this is a electric circuit, although it is network also. Okay, and that's why easily we can say that all circuits are network, but all the networks may or may not be circuit. Now we shall go through node. The point through which an circuit element is connected to the circuit is called node. In a very simple way, we can say that node is a point where terminal of two or more circuit elements are connected together. If I'll simplify again, then easily I can say that node is a junction point in circuit where more than one circuit element is going to be connected. It will be very clear from this picture. Here we have a node, okay, where two circuit elements, this resistor R1 and this voltage source, are connected. Similarly, we have nodes here, we have nodes here. Okay, one important point at this place is, if there is no element between two or more connected adjacent nodes, these nodes can be recombined as a single node. It will be clear from this picture. Like here we have a very single node where two elements are connected, R1 and this voltage source V. But here we have three junction point, but there is no circuit element between two adjacent uh, junction point. So these three are not three different nodes. All three junctions point is a same node. Okay, so you have to remember this, that if there is no circuit element between two adjacent nodes, then those nodes will be treated as single nodes. So typically in this circuit we have node number 1, node number 2, node number 3 only. Whereas we have here there is so many junction point, like this is junction point, this is junction point, this is junction point, this is junction point, which has been shown. Okay, but all these junction point are not different, it is the same point. So the same circuit can be represented in this manner. This node is here. Okay, and all these nodes are here, and all these nodes are at this point. Okay, so typically we have only 3 nodes within this circuit. Now we shall go through the branch. When an element exists between 2 nodes, the path from one node to another through this element is called a branch. Okay, so in a very layman language, I can say that the circuit element connected between 2 nodes is known as a branch. For example, here and here we have, this is the one node and this is another node. So between these 2 nodes, node number 1 and node number 2, we have a circuit element, that is the voltage source, and so it is a branch. Here we know that all these 3 are the same node, and let me say this is a node number 2. So 1 and 2 is having one branch, that is the R1. Okay, but mm, if 2 node is directly connected, there is no circuit element, it means there is no branch connected between these 2 nodes. So here it is written, this is not a branch. Why? Because there is no circuit element connected between these 2 nodes. Similarly here also, these two, if I will consider these two, they are not a branch, there is no circuit element. Yeah. Now we'll go through the loop. A circuit element has a number of nodes. Okay, and if one starts from one node and after going through a set of nodes returns to the same starting node without crossing any of the intermediate node twice, he or she has traveled through one loop of the circuit. Okay, so in a very simple language, I can say that loop is any closed path in the circuit formed by branches. Okay, and through this definition, how we can recognize, we have to start with one node. For example, here I can say that the all these points are forming one node. Okay, here is another node, here is another node. So how many nodes we have in this? We have 3 nodes. Suppose I am starting with this node and I am moving in a clockwise direction. So through these circuit elements, through these branches, I am again reaching to the same node. Okay, here I have reached, it means I have reached to this point. So this is forming a loop. Okay, so similarly we can recognize easily that we have a number of loops here, like this one is one loop, green one is another loop. Green one is what, we are starting from this point, going through this voltage source, going through this resistance, going through this resistance, and then again returning to the same point. So this is forming a loop. Similarly, outer element, a voltage source, then this resistance, then this current source, again we are reaching to the same point. So this is again forming a closed loop. So a number of loop is available in this circuit. Now this is one of the important concept, which is mesh. So a closed loop which contains no other loop within it is called a mesh. That means mesh is what? It is a loop which is not having any other inside loop. Okay, so easily we can conclude that all mesh are loop, but all loop cannot be mesh. Okay, for example, in this circuit we have 3 loop. Loop number 1. Okay, I have started from this node, then I have gone through this voltage source, then this resistance R1, this resistance R2, then resistance R6, and reach to the same point. So it is forming one loop. Again, I will start from this node and I will go through these branches and I will reach to the same node, so another loop. Then this is the third loop. So we have three loops within this network. Okay, loop number 1, loop number 2, loop number 3. But two loops, this, if I'll say this is a loop number 1 and this is a loop number 2, and this outer one is the loop number 3. So this loop number 1 and loop number 2 are not having any other inside loop, and that's why this loop 1 will be known as mesh 1 and this loop 2 will be known as mesh 2. Okay, so in this circuit we have how many loops? 3 loops, but we have 2 mesh. So mesh is what? It is also a loop, but it is not having any other inside loop. Loop 3 couldn't be mesh, है ना? This will not be equal to mesh. Why? Because we have 2 inside loop within this loop 3, and that's why it is not a mesh. Now, in this question, we have to solve how many nodes we have, how many branches we have, how many loops we have, how many meshes we have. So, find out the nodes. So, these are the junction points. So, total 6 nodes we have. Okay, 6 nodes. Count the branches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, total 7 branches. Just now we have seen it is having 3 loops and 2 meshes. Now we'll go through ground, which is also known as reference point or reference node. Electric circuit usually maintain a reference voltage that is named as ground voltage, to which all voltage referred. Okay. To understand the ground, I would like to give an example. Suppose I am saying measure the height of the blackboard. This is the blackboard. Okay, and you have to measure the height of this blackboard. So one of you can say that, okay, this is the floor of that classroom, and I will firstly measure the height of this edge from this floor, and then again I will measure the height of, let's say this is the h1 and this is the h2, height of another edge, and then height of this blackboard will be h1 minus h2. So in this length measurement or height measurement, what that student has taken, he has taken this floor as a reference. This is a reference point, and with this reference he has measured the upper edge height and then lower edge height, and then after subtracting these two height, we can easily get the height of the blackboard. Okay, another students can do the same measurement in slightly different manner. He will assume this as a reference, this edge as a reference, and easily he will measure the height of another edge, and this will be the blackboard height. And here I'm going to get this height directly. Okay, so this reference similar as what we are using in the measurement of length or distance in circuit. Also, to measure the voltage we are taking reference, and this ground is the same reference point. Okay, so this reference voltage is thus at ground or zero potential, and each other terminal of voltage will be measured with respect to this ground potential, same as what we have measured in case of height measurement or distance measurement. Some terminal in the circuit will have voltage above it, and so we'll get positive measurement, and some will have voltage below it, and so measurement will be negative. So so at some node we'll have positive voltage, at some node will have negative voltage with respect to that ground. In most simple definition, we can say that ground is a simple and arbitrary electrical point of reference or common point in a circuit. Okay, and circuit ground is represented by this symbol. The same symbol has been drawn over here, which is known as circuit ground or reference. Okay. This symbol is known as Chechis ground. Same has been represented here also. Okay. What is a Chechis ground? Here we are going to put that node to the earth. Okay. In unit number 6, we are going to deal with earthing. Okay. That time we'll uh, explain this concept. For the time being, this we have to remember that this is the symbol of earthing, and which is also known as Chechis ground. So ground is different, earthing or Chechis ground is different. In Chechis ground we are putting a particular node uh, to the earth. That means we are connecting that node to the earth, and we know that earth is known as perfect zero potential. So whenever we'll put that node to the earth, the voltage will become 0 volt. Here voltage will not, if I'm making any node to the as a ground, that node will not become at zero potential, but for the sake of measurement that will behave as a zero potential, that will behave as a reference. Okay, for example, let me have the circuit like this. Okay, so if I'm taking this point as a ground, so what will happen if I'll measure the potential at this point? Okay, uh, at this node it will have positive voltage. If I'll measure the potential of this node, it will have negative voltage. Okay, but it doesn't mean the voltage of this point has changed. No, if with respect to earth, if I will measure the potential of this point, it will not be 0 volt. But when I have taken this as a reference point, so for the sake of measurement, this point is behaving at 0 volt, and all other nodes voltage will be measured with respect to this point. Okay, again in coming classes we'll explain this concept. This symbol is the digital ground. In common point in the digital circuit will be represented by this symbol, which is known as digital ground. So here in this circuit, this battery negative edge is connected to the ground, and this resistance, this terminal is connected to the ground. It means both are the same point. We have to understand the 2 points are actually short circuit point, and it is the same point. Okay, so one node, same point, working as a reference node. Here node has not been represented, so we are free, we can choose any node as a reference node or ground. Okay, suppose that I am choosing this as a reference node, so the same circuit can also be represented in this manner. Here 2 volt battery positive point is connected to the ground. Okay, and this R1, this terminal is connected to the ground. So the same circuit, by assuming this point as a ground, it can be represented in this manner. Okay, so in layman language you just have to remember that if I am representing this a particular point as a ground, it doesn't mean its potential will become 0 volt. No, for the sake of measurement, this is going to behave as a 0 volt, because all other nodes voltage will be measured with respect to this. uh, Again, I will put in front of you the blackboard case. This is the blackboard, and here we have podium. Okay, and this podium obviously is kept at the floor. Okay, suppose that I'm making this as a reference, this as a reference. So it doesn't mean that this point will become floor. No, this is the reference point, and with respect to this reference point, I'm going to measure the edge of this blackboard, and it is going to produce the height of the blackboard. The same thing can be done with respect to floor also. Okay, so whenever we are making any node as a reference node, that means it is behaving as a measurement reference, and so for the sake of measurement this point will be considered as 0 volt for the sake of measurement. Okay, we in the coming classes will explain this concept, and then it will become more clear to all of you. So we are going to stop over here. In the next class we'll go through a very famous rule. You all are familiar in 10 plus 2 physics also, Ohm's law. Okay, thank you.